All right, let's rock and roll, folks. Splunk Trust. Let's get this induction on.
Okay, I don't know if they're in what platforms they are right now.
I'm checking. Okay.
Is it live?
I'm looking.
I'm afraid they're only on YouTube.
Yeah, they're live.
Where? Only on YouTube?
Twitch. Go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because if you move, you remember?
Okay.
What do you need?
I need them to start. They can start.
Tell them they're live right now.
Yeah, you've got us muted.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
See.
All right, let's rock and roll, Splunk Trust. We are broadcasting live.
But everybody heard you.
They're not getting audio.
For those of you watching, if you're not already a part of the Splunk community, go ahead and use the QR code up on the screen and you can follow that and join.
Now?
So there's many benefits to this Splunk community program, and the Splunk Trust is kind of at the core of this. It's a recognition of all of the benefits and helping our customers be successful with our product. But essentially the community is kind of a way for peers to connect and share solutions to their own problems, share knowledge that is outside of the Splunk documentation that might be domain specific knowledge. And overall, it helps people accelerate their Splunk deployment. And so do you know a Splunk Trust member? Well, if you've seen the FES, whether you've been at one of our in-person events or in any of our materials online, well, that's a member of the Splunk Trust. On this particular slide, we have one of our Splunk Trust members, Lax, and the Splunk Trust overall are top contributors to the Splunk community. And overall, they help our community members solve problems. The first Splunk Trust were inducted at conf 2015, and they're selected annually for induction into the program. And we have over 20 Splunk user groups that are led by a Splunk Trust member. So overall, whether you're on Splunk Answers, you're in our Slack workspace, and the once they get inducted, they have several membership perks. But overall, the Splunk Trust is not about what you know, it's about how you help others with your Splunk knowledge. So before we get started on new inductees, Clara, I thought I'd ask you a bit about your Splunk Trust experience. You are a Splunk employee now, but I'd let you talk about your experience with the Splunk Trust.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to go into that a little bit. I actually went to .conf in 2015 when it was the first actual official Splunk Trust year. And it was so much fun. That was my first year at Conf, and I was actually at an event. It was called the SPLing Bee. And I was playing the game, and there was someone in front of me I didn't know at the time, and he had this fez on, and I'm like, I was making a joke, but at any rate, he heard me make a joke about the fez. It was more about me wanting to steal it because I thought it was cool. But he heard me joking about that, and he explained what it was, and A lot of people know who this is, and it was Charlie Huggard. But if you know Charlie, you know what he's like. And so he was like, he didn't take it seriously or anything, but he was like, this is what that is and what the community is. But so he's explaining it. And after that, I was like, I'm going to do this. And I got really into Splunk Answers and really into, at the time we used IRC. So I was really into IRC, and I got really into Slack when we started using Slack. And then I got to conf in 2016 over at Disney, and I started meeting a lot of people. I met people at 2015 too, but I met a lot more people at 2016 because I was more involved in the community at the time throughout that year. And then I got inducted in 2017, and it was just so awesome because I just felt like I was part of a family, getting to know everybody and helping everybody and meeting so many people, both in the trust and just in the community in general from helping. And it was really awesome. And it all started from Charlie.
Good old Charlie.
Yeah.
We love Teddy B. Fez. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with the new inductees this year. We have 13 folks that are new to the program this year. And I'll go ahead and start with the new inductees, and Claire and I will take turns inducting all of the returning members as well. All right, so let's start with Brett Adams, Anthony Boisman, Suat Selikok, Dustin Eastman, Chris K, Suman Gajavelli, Adam Gold, Rohit Joshi, and Charles Kuykendall. Yuan Liu, Manjunath Methi, Shrikant Yarlagada, and John Young. So a big thanks to our 13 new Splunk Trust inductees.
So awesome. Congrats to all of you. It's awesome work. So in 2015, as we mentioned, that was the first official year of the Splunk Trust. It was also my first year at a conference, which is awesome. This was in Vegas at the MGM. So let's introduce the 7-year returning Splunk Trust inductees. So we've got Doug Brown, Aleem Cummins, Rich Mollerwine, Nick Mealy, Martin Mueller, Tony Renke, David Spritz, Kyle Smith, George Starcher, Michael Ushman, and Dave Waddle. Way to go, guys.
Great job to these folks that have been in it for 7 years now. They're from our original Splunk Trust induction cohort. So big thank you to them and everything that they do.
Oh my gosh, did I say
community.
Dave? I'm so sorry. I meant Dwayne.
Poor Dwayne.
I know how to read, I promise.
All right, well, now let's do our 6th year Splunk Trust inductees. .conf 2016 was down in Disney World, and this was the last .conf that I attended as a customer. I used to be a Splunk architect for one of our accounts before I joined. So let's get started. We have Michael Bentley, Mika Borner, Rich Galloway, Javier Garcia Nieva, Steve Colpin, Matt Uevo,
and for 2017, this was in DC. This was my first year as a trustee, and it was actually Jason's first year as a Splunker. So pretty awesome year all around for the Splunk Trust, am I right? Yep. So let's get on with these inductees. We've got Ryan Adler with a really awesome photo. Dal Genus.
We love Ryan's photo in this one. And we've been talking about this one a lot on the community team behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'd really I'd really like to do it myself because it's really awesome. Sorry, Dal Genus, Nancy Kafer, Carrie Petterborg, Michael Simcoe, Colby Williams, and Yutaka Yamada.
Excellent. Thank you very much to the 5-year Splunk Trust members. All right, and now we have 4th-year Splunk Trust inductees. .conf18, this was back at Disney World, our 2nd year at Disney World. And another fun fact is it was the first year that we went to a 2-digit year in the marketing for .conf. So in 21-18, we're gonna have an overlap and a Y2K problem. All right, so we have Gareth Anderson, Becky Burwell, Mary Cordova, Björn Hansen, Oliver Hoppy, Greg Kolias, Matthias Kowalewski, Harshil Marvania, and Madison Moss. Ranjith Nair, Christopher Owen, and Nate Plamondan. Nadine Shillingford, and Kamlesh Vaghela. A big thanks to our 4th-year returning Splunk Trust inductees.
So 2019 was in Vegas at the Venetian. It was the 10th anniversary of .conf, but it was also the last time we all saw each other in person. So big year, sad year, exciting year, all sorts of things. So let's look at the Splunk Trust inductees for this year. We've got John Billings, Stephen Boknievich, Sean Cannon, Mike Funderburg, Lakshmanan Ganesan, I'm so sorry, probably saying that wrong, Dustin Hoffman, Tom Kopchak, Alex Liu, Ryan Ploss, Tom Weiss, and Chris Younger.
Awesome. Thank you to our 3-year returning Splunk Trust inductees. All right, now we have our 2-year Splunk Trust inductees, and this was our first conference, our first virtual conference for Splunk, and this was last year. We have Sid Chakraborty, Gregory Rivas, Sean Routhier, Diogo Silva, Ismo Sautamo, Daniel Spavin, and Dominique Vocat. So thank you to our 2nd-year Splunk Trust inductees that are returning. And overall, just a huge thank you to the Splunk Trust and everything you do for our community. You know, our community programs are made better by all of your contributions. And for all of you watching for the rest of the week at .conf, there's many sessions in the Splunk Trust track that are given by members of the Splunk Trust. And if you follow the QR code, you can get a list of those sessions and register for .conf if you're not already registered. And let's go ahead and see if we can get everybody on screen.
So really good looking bunch of people.
Lots of fun chaos. All right, everybody go ahead and wave. I'm assuming we're getting a stream with everybody going. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining the Splunk Trust induction ceremony. We're glad to have you here, and thank you to all of you out there watching the stream. And we appreciate you tuning in.
See you all week.
I know.